Hi, my name is Nicole. Welcome to my channel, Travel to Money. In this video, I am going to give you the before and after transformation of this one-bedroom Airbnb rental. I'll go over what I paid for everything. I'll show you how we renovated an old refrigerator and all of the other ins and outs of furnishing an Airbnb. If you are new here, I have created this channel to help you learn about how to travel, adventure, and have fun on the road to financial independence. I have traveled the world, paid off a house in Spain, and I'm on a creative journey to financial independence. I believe that the road to financial freedom can and should be fun. I hope that you'll subscribe and join me on this journey no matter where you are starting from. This video is going to be a little bit different, as you'll see very soon. I'm doing an unscripted walkthrough of my new Airbnb listing. This video is a bit longer than usual, which is what happens if I don't write a script. I promise I'm not going to do this very often. Before I get started on the walkthrough, I do hope you'll subscribe to my channel. I'm headed back to Spain later this year, and I will be renovating a second house next door to the one I already own. I'm in the middle of purchasing that second house for just $5,000. Now, it needs to be completely redone from top to bottom, so it's a huge project, but I hope you'll join me, and I look forward to taking you on the journey of that renovation. For now, let's take a look at this brand new Airbnb in Orlando. Okay, I am super excited to show you this Airbnb, what we have done with it, how we have transformed it into what it is now. This is a little one-bedroom apartment that is attached to a four-bedroom house here in Central Florida in Orlando. It is just a 3-minute drive from Universal. You can literally look out the window and across that lake is Universal Studios. So from here you can see the fireworks every night, and it's really awesome. As you can see, it's on a bit of a busy road. It is kind of a main road. Clearly, if we're that close to Universal, it's going to be fairly busy. But the apartment is still fairly quiet. The apartment was not in the best shape. The tenant that rented it prior to us did not take very good care of it. Things were not left very clean, and to be honest, it's been a bit more of a project than I anticipated when we got started on this. Let's talk a little bit about what you're looking at and what we've done with this room, what we've spent on things. So that wall is our big wall. We call this the plant place at Universal. We wanted to have live plants in this house because it makes it unique. It's something that really pulls nature into the house, and it's just something that is really beautiful to look at as well. So we took this wall that was teal, we painted it with at least 2 coats of white primer, and then we covered it with this kind of charcoal looking color. We talked about doing black, but I really liked the charcoal color. We ended up selecting a satin finish, which does have a little bit of a gloss to it, which means that you are going to see a few more imperfections in the wall. Like if there's any imperfection in the wall, every level of gloss you go up is going to show more of those imperfections. So we did that because we knew that we'd be watering the plants on the wall. Looking back, I might not actually do any kind of a gloss if I were to do that again. I think a flat paint would be fine. We're not really getting any water on the walls, so I think it would be fine. We painted that wall. We bought the grid panels for the wall. I did order grid panel brackets, but because of the shipping issues that are going on, I wasn't able to get those in. So we found these other brackets at IKEA that were far cheaper. So that worked out really well. And then I'm not really a plant person, but I have a friend that's an expert. She chose the plants. We did the terracotta pots and hung them with some wire. I think when we do this again in the future, we'll have some sort of clasps or something to attach to the wire. This time they're just kind of wound up, that sort of thing. But it was a pretty cool project. And then you can see the other plants that we have in the room as well. We were able to pick up that beautiful mirror. It's actually a lot bigger than what it looks like in this video and very heavy, but I actually got it from someone on Facebook Marketplace for just $50, which was awesome. The TV stand we got as part of a purchase from someone on Facebook Marketplace. I believe they buy things at auction or something like that. So they had several pieces, which I'll show you throughout this video. That TV stand was one of them. The desk that is over there in the corner is another one, plus 2 dressers that we put in the bedroom, and we got everything for $200, I believe. And it's a really nice piece. When we saw that, we had a different stand here that was just kind of a cheap, not very nice or well taken care of piece that had just been left in this house. So we took that out, put this one in, and it really elevated the look of the room. That is a 55-inch TV, I believe. That's from Samsung. I did order that on Walmart.com. I think we paid around $400 for it. So went with something brand new that was going to have a warranty. I also have a Walmart credit card, and when I order from Walmart online, I get 5% cash back. So I get quite a bit of savings there. I think I saved around, or got $20 cash back or something like that for the TV when we purchased that, which is helpful. So that's really great. I'm not sure about the rug. Honestly, when it came to the rugs for this and the other house is all, there's no carpet in either house, which is fine. I'm not a big fan of carpet. I love wood floors. I love tile floors, but these tile floors were not awesome. And we just needed rug space in these houses because everything was just open, especially in this apartment, just tile. So rugs were something that I did not think about when I was thinking about the cost to furnish these 2 houses. And it turns out we've bought 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rugs. And if you're looking between $50 to $100 a piece, that's pretty expensive. I think for the most part, other than one rug that we purchased used, we've purchased all of them new. I did get some good deals though. We've picked some of them up from Ross or Home Goods, got a couple on sale. And then I also found a liquidation place. I'm not sure how I came across it, but there's a guy here in Orlando. He has a liquidation store, and I hadn't thought about it. I was looking up something on Facebook Marketplace, and I saw the word liquidation, and I thought, I haven't looked at any liquidation places in Orlando. So I find this guy. He's got an awesome store called Honest Abe Liquidations. It's out in Winter Garden, Florida, if you're in the area. And he's the nicest guy. He has this big warehouse, and he gets items that are all from Sam's. So it's not like it's a bunch of random items or from a bunch of different places. Everything that he sells are liquidation items that he gets through a partnership with Sam's. And so then he marks them down. And so they're all going to be brand new products, and they're going to be marked down from what you would purchase them there. So I did get some rugs from him. I don't remember if this was one of them or not. Honestly, we bought so many rugs. I wish I kept better track of that. The 2 couches that you see in this video, this one that I'm sitting on was actually connected to a chase on this end that's kind of by me. And we ended up, this room was honestly kind of hard to furnish because it's a very slender room, but we knew we wanted the plant wall and the TV on that wall. And so because the entry door is right here, which is in the middle of the room, there's not really a lot of great space to put a couch. So we went with just the 2-seater of this one, which is, I believe we purchased this couch, I'll have to double check. I might put a different number on the screen, but I want to say we purchased it for $100 used from someone, but in excellent condition. Make sure if you're buying used furniture from someone on Facebook Marketplace or anything like that, that it's a pet-free home and a smoke-free home. So that's really important, especially with furniture that has fabric. My first 2 Airbnb guests got stains on this couch. It wasn't something that I ever thought I would need to mention to people, like, hey, maybe don't eat on the furniture if you're going to eat something or drink something that has color in it. Unfortunately, my first 2 guests did, so now when I send out an email that has all of the information about the house, I mention in there that if they're going to eat or drink on the couch, to please use one of the throws over the cushions. And amazingly enough, everyone follows the advice, and we haven't had any more stains on the couch. So fortunately, the stains that we had initially weren't too big, but that was kind of a pain. That other couch over there, we bought from a sweet Ukrainian girl actually on Facebook Marketplace, and I believe we got it for $150, but I'll double check on that amount and I'll put whatever the right amount is up on the screen. But that one's also a very deep set couch, also incredibly comfortable. That little black table that's over on the side of the couch is just a regular IKEA table. I think that you can get them from IKEA for about $12 to $14, something to that effect. I bought it from Goodwill for $8. I found 2 of them in a Goodwill, which was really awesome, and saved a few bucks from buying them at IKEA. These bar stools were actually here in the house, which was awesome. We got to keep them. There was a table in the kitchen, but we ended up swapping it out. We got this really cool farmhouse looking table. It came with 4 chairs. 2 of the chairs are slightly broken, and we said, well, this apartment's only for 2 people anyway, so we don't need more than 2 chairs, but we bought this from someone on Facebook Marketplace for $25. So that was an awesome find. We were looking for a farmhouse style table, plus the green really just kind of pulled into the plant kind of concept that we have going on. It matches the wall art that we have, which we are really excited about. This is another rug that we purchased. We wanted something for the kitchen just because, again, the tile isn't the nicest in the world. There's nothing particularly wrong with it, but we just wanted to break up the tile as much as possible. So I think I purchased that at Ross or Home Goods, something like that, for $50 or less. I don't remember exactly what we paid for it. Actually, I think that one was on sale, maybe like $25 or $30. This trash can we thought was super cute. I got it from IKEA. I got one for the main house as well. I don't remember the exact cost. You do have to put the handles together, but I just like it. It's really adorable. And they have these little hooks on the inside so that you can hang it off of the side of the trash can while you're using it, if you're cooking or doing anything of that sort. The refrigerator was a white, ugly old refrigerator, had a little bit of rust on the side, just not in the best shape. So we decided to make it a project refrigerator. So we painted 2 coats of just regular primer over the top of it. Then we did 2 coats of chalkboard paint. And let me tell you, when we put the first coat on, it looked like this might have been failing as a project. But when you get that second coat on, it really came together. I think it looks amazing. I can't draw at all, but a friend of mine wrote that on the refrigerator. We've also talked about if we know the guests' names in advance, we could write their name on the refrigerator and just say welcome to them specifically. We haven't done that yet, but I think we might in the future. And then of course we have the plant hanging there, which just pulls into the plant theme that we have throughout the house, which is exciting. The stove that was there was a white stove. Some of the pans were rusted out. The oven was really dirty. I didn't want to deal with cleaning it. I found this one on Facebook Marketplace in completely good shape for $75, I believe. And I wrote the landlord and I said, hey, can I swap out the stove, buy one for 75 bucks? I'll pick it up, but will you let me take it off the rent? He said, yeah, absolutely, no problem, which was great. We've actually done a lot to improve these houses. And so when we're doing something that they really should be doing, we're just saying, hey, this is how much it's cost, and we're going to take that off the rent, which they've been really cool about. Bought a Keurig used from someone that had only used it a couple of times. It's practically brand new. I put an air fryer in here, and tip, if you're going to provide an air fryer, or if you just use an air fryer at home, if you use a little aluminum foil along the bottom and don't press it too firmly to the sides because you want to leave space for the air to go through, but you never actually have to clean your air fryer. It keeps it really clean. And then we had to provide pots and pan set, which is there in that cabinet. That cabinet in between the two is actually one that I purchased on Facebook Market as well for $50. It turns out that it was the perfect measurement between the refrigerator and the stove. I couldn't believe it when they told me how wide it was. I was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. They had another little something there. It looked terrible. I think we have some before pictures, so I'll put that up. But that really came in handy. Bought a brand new Samsung microwave, never been used before, for $50 from someone on Facebook Marketplace. It was a really good find. It's beautiful. It's a good size. It fits perfectly on the counter. I was initially planning on putting it there, but the microwave is a bit deeper than that cabinet is, so that didn't really work out. These cabinets were already painted like that. You can see we added some plants just behind the sink. which have been really cute. And then this stuff came with the purchase of the pots and pans. We provide a knife set, we provide salt, pepper, oil, just your cooking basics for anything that your guests want to cook. I never leave excess stuff in the house because people will take it. I have noticed with a small Airbnb that's only a 1-bedroom, those guests have tended to be better. When you rent out a whole house that's 4 or 5 bedrooms, they're going to bring friends of theirs, and those friends don't care how they're leaving the house because they're not the one ultimately responsible. And I found that there was a lot more stuff missing when I did that. I haven't had that problem so far with this rental. But you do have to think about things like soap. That's stuff that you have to replace, so you have to build those things into your budget. Again, we have the plants there, provided just a little dish mat. Got that from IKEA because this house does not have a dishwasher. And then we provide just your different drinking glasses. You have coffee cups that came with a dish set that we got. Also provide some Tupperware, which is helpful, and some things to cook with. And then we have just your typical dishes. I believe I ordered these from Walmart.com. Like I mentioned before, I get 5% cash back when I order anything on Walmart.com, which is really helpful. And so I try to purchase a lot of things for the house on that card, as long as it's well priced. Okay, so then we have this right here is just a little tray. It's a little welcome tray I have for all my Airbnb guests. We put out things like water, coffee, granola bars, anything of that sort. In the house that I had before, when I rented out the whole house, and I'm renting it for quite a bit more per night, I would include a bottle of wine, which you can get for $3 or $4 from Aldi, like a decent tasting bottle of wine. I don't do the bottles of wine here, just your basics. I found when I travel, if I've been on an international flight and I get in late and I haven't had time to stop and eat anywhere or do anything like that, there's nothing worse than showing up to an Airbnb and literally not even having water. So make sure you provide things like water. Coffee is really important, and that can really help you to stand out. And then just a couple of little snacks. It doesn't have to be much. So then we have the hallway, which isn't too much, but we did buy that standing mirror, I believe, for $50, and added a plant there as well because it gets enough sunlight from this area. And then we added a rug just to help break up more of that not so pretty tile space. And then if you walk this way, you have the bedroom. And you remember before I mentioned the dressers, so that is one dresser that we got with the one purchase, and this is the other dresser. It was so great to literally be able to finish furnishing this room and the living room from just a single $200 purchase from one person on Facebook Marketplace. So that was really awesome. We provide a hair dryer, and then this is one of the other rugs that we purchased, which I found to be really pretty. The gray blinds that you see there in the background, those were already there, and so we just left them up in the room. I use a lot of gray in my design, and then I like to use accent colors. We bought this plant looking thing for the wall just to kind of tie into the plant theme. Then we have these two mirrors. I bought them together for only $45. They are quite large. They are also quite a bit bigger than what it looks like in the video, and they're very heavy. But yeah, $45 from someone on Facebook Marketplace. And then I got that headboard for free from someone on Facebook Marketplace. I bought those little nightstands from IKEA for, I want to say maybe $15 a piece. And then these lamps on the side of the bed are also wireless chargers. So people don't have to plug their phone in, they can literally just set their phone on top of it. The lamp has different light shades, and then you can change the intensity. So it's pretty nice. I think I bought them for $25 or $35 a piece. So I'm really big on providing things that are just going to give that little bit of extra wow factor. And you might think, well, I don't want to spend that extra $50 on a couple of lamps, but that can make a big difference for your guests and what really elevates their stay. So we have the comforter. I used the same comforter when I did the other rental that I had prior. I ordered them off of Amazon, I believe. I have several of them. I think I have 7 of them here. They're thin, but they're oversized. They're heavy enough to be a comforter, but light enough that they can fit in a washing machine. and be washed so that you can change that out between visits. And then I got these blankets from that are at the end from Honest Abe's liquidation store. I got them for $7 a piece. They're super soft. They kind of are that gray and white sort of color. So I have extras of those as well. Got some accent pillows, which have also been stained a couple of times. Had to snip off some of the stains, unfortunately. And then I have some awesome sheet sets that I get from Amazon. And then they are oversized. So the sheet sets are oversized queen sheets that have like a deep pocket. So they're really easy to pull on and off. And I have plenty of those, so we swap them out. The mattress and the box spring and the pillows, you have to put mattress protectors and pillow protectors on. Please don't start an Airbnb and not do that. It's going to protect your pillows and your mattresses from anything, as well as it's going to keep any bed bugs out or anything of that sort. And I think if your guests look, they're just going to feel really comfortable knowing that there's a mattress protector on the bed. So that's a really good thing. And then we have a small closet over here. There's not really much to that. Then you have the bathroom, which we'll go into now. And this bathroom, it's okay. I like that it has tile walls, which is nice. The bathroom floor tile was also pretty dingy. We didn't like it very much. We have cleaned it. We have bleached it. We have done everything. Didn't love it. So we got some extra long, soft, comfortable rugs. We just fell in love with that shower curtain, and it goes again with the plant theme that we have in the house and provides some contrast. We did hang a different plant shower curtain up there first that was lighter in color, but because it didn't have any contrast with the walls, it didn't look as good. We put this one up and it just really popped. I bought this stand from Ross for maybe $35 or $45. I'm not exactly sure. I like to roll the towels up, so we provide each guest with at least 2 bath towels per person, and then I provide 1 hand towel per person and then 2 washcloths per person. Some people don't like to do that. You could leave just 1 for your guests. I like to just kind of go above and beyond. I prefer when they don't use all the towels, but we're gonna wash all of them anyway. So, and then you have your washer and dryer. It's kind of on the small side. It's funny, I have actually had a few guests that have booked specifically to come and wash their stuff. Like they're locals, they live around here, maybe they don't live in a place that has a washer and dryer, but they come in here and they want to use that. I do leave 2 laundry pods for my guests just so they have something to start with, but I don't provide, like I'm not gonna leave a whole thing of pods and gonna have that walk out the door and lose $15 on that. But yeah, so that's what we have in the bathroom, and I think that pretty much wraps up the tour of the house. If you're still with us, I hope you enjoyed my long-winded tour of the new Airbnb. You can check out the listing here, and I'll also put a link in the description. In a video coming soon, I will share what the return has been after our first month, some of the lessons I've learned about guests, and how you could pay for your entire mortgage by having an accessory dwelling unit like a mother-in-law suite for rent. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to join me every Sunday where travel and adventure build financial freedom. I can't wait to see where your dreams will take you.